Swadika, thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and on NBT World. It's Thursday, May 7th, and you're with me, Sandra Hanut-Saha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has tasked local administrative organizations across the country with conducting an urgent inspection of local communities for any illegal practices. Prime Minister Prayut issued an order for all local administrative organizations to examine areas under their jurisdiction with a fine-tooth comb, looking out for such activities as human trafficking, abuse of Rohingya migrants, illegal fishing, forest encroachment, and drug trafficking. The local authorities were given a 10-day deadline to finish their inspection and report their initial findings. At the same time, the Premier instructed each province to create an understanding with local state officials regarding work ethics. He stressed that should any state officials get involved in wrongful conduct, provincial authorities are authorized to take action against them immediately. However, if such wrongdoers are influential figures who are difficult to handle, General Prayut said the province could report the matter to the Department of Public Administration under the Ministry of Interior or directly to the National Council for Peace and Order in order to ensure they will be brought to justice. A farmers' market has been opened along the Padung Grong Kasem Canal beside Government House. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha presided over the opening ceremony of the Fruit and Vegetable Fair. The event gives produce farmers an opportunity to sell their goods directly to customers at reduced prices. Visitors can enjoy a variety of Thai fruit and vegetables, including mango, durian, mangosteen, and much more. The farmers' market will be held until May 31st along the Padung Grong Kasem Canal. The market covers a distance of 300 meters from Orathai Bridge to Makawan Rangsan Bridge. It will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The government has calmed public worries about a possible powerful earthquake in Thailand, saying that existing fault lines in the country are not large enough to cause a destructive quake. In the wake of a medium earthquake on Got Yao in Phang Nga Province, the Prime Minister's office spokesperson, Captain Dr. Yongyut Mayalap, said the chance that a tremor measuring over 7 on the Richter scale would occur in the country was rare, since all 14 active fault lines are relatively small. According to the spokesperson, the Department of Mineral Resources has published a map of quake-prone areas and has educated residents in the areas on how to protect themselves. The tsunami warning equipment, which was installed in provinces along the Andaman Sea, can send out a warning an hour before the arrival of a tsunami, so that people can escape to a safe place in time. The Department of Mineral Resources pointed out that the 4.6 magnitude in Phang Nga was triggered by the Klong Marui Fault, which extends from Surat Thani, Phang Nga, and Phuket. The fault line has caused 3 small quakes since January. However, local people could hardly feel them. The Meteorological Department, meanwhile, detected a 3.2 magnitude aftershock at the epicenter depth of 1 kilometer on Got Yao in Phang Nga in the afternoon. There has been no report of damage. The Royal Thai Air Force is to send 2 tons of necessities for survivors of the earthquake in Nepal, while the Ministry of Public Health will send another medical team to replace the first batch today, according to the Department of Information Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The new medical team will be sent to the field hospital set up in Sipagat subdistrict. The Ministry of Public Health said the team would work to encourage local residents to take part in the promotion of environmental health and sanitation, disease control, mental health care, and the restoration of fundamental infrastructure of the health service in that country. The Department of Information also said the medical team and necessities will be flown in 2 C-130 RTAF aircraft. It added that no additional request for assistance has been made by Thai tourists and expats at the Thai embassy in Kathmandu so far. Since the recent massive earthquake struck Nepal and killed more than 7,600 people, humanitarian aid has been distributed from overseas as food, medicine, and everyday necessities, all of which are in high demand. Nepalese students in Thailand, along with their Thai universities, are also sending help back home. And Kun Niranut Traijakwanit has the story for us.
The devastating earthquake that struck Nepal on Saturday, April 25th, has caused a great loss of life and property. International communities are taking action and trying to offer assistance through rescue and relief efforts and providing support for victims of the earthquake that killed more than 7,250 people and injured over 14,000. Nikesh Matberry is a Nepalese university student who has been studying in Thailand for 4 years. Nikesh's family lives in Kathmandu. Hearing about the quake, Nikesh said he was worried about his grandfather the most because his grandfather can't walk.
Thankfully, my family is all right. We just had a minor damage to the outer wall in our house, and there's no casualty in my locality. But 5 minutes down the road, it's the site of an old heritage, Tarara. I could see that from my house before, but now it's gone down.
Nikesh talked more about the destruction that the earthquake brought and the situation on the ground there.
The problems that we have now is the rescue work. It has to be even more efficient. It's not been that efficient, and the bodies that are lying on the ground under the rubbles, they have to be cleared very fast. Otherwise, diseases will cause another problem. Influenza as well as diarrhea and other diseases. It will spread very fast. And more than that, we don't have electricity, we don't have water now, and food. Even though all of the world is donating and helping us, the logistic and the way materials have been handled, it is not that efficient. So the materials are just stockpiled at one place and is not reaching to the particular places where it should be. So there's a bit of miscoordination there. But I think that happens in every country where disaster has happened.
At this time of national grief, so many people of Nikesh's hometown have been killed or wounded. International communities are providing support to Nepal, including Thailand, which is providing essential goods such as tents, food, and water.
And to the people of Thailand and the government of Thailand, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sending the rescue works and all the efforts that they have put on for Nepal in such a short time. And it really means a lot.
Thai people who would like to help the situation in Nepal can donate items for survival or money in channels such as Damrong Tham Center and UNICEF. I'm Niranut Traijakwanit reporting.
Thank you to Kun Niranut for that report. And the government is urgently solving the problem of IUU fishing to beat the 180-day time frame set by the EU. It is also preparing for the EU observation teams to visit Thailand from the 10th to the 22nd of May, government spokesman Yongyut Mailap revealed after a weekly economic cabinet meeting. The meeting chaired by Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha heard reports on the progress of IUU fishing suppression by all related authorities. General Prayut assigned them to submit the report on a monthly basis and finish all the measures within the EU's timeframe. Among the measures already done were the registration of fishing vessels, the installation of vessel monitoring system or VMS on all fishing trawlers with over 60 gross tonnage, the amendment of the Fisheries Act, which is to be in effect in the next 2 months, as well as the traceability of fishery products. In parallel, the Thai Navy has expedited the drafting of action and budgetary plans, which are to be proposed to the Cabinet. The meeting also discussed assistance to farmers for the next planting season. General Prayut has ordered the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives to explain to farmers the urgent and long-term measures to promote agricultural zoning, reduce production costs, and prevent the repetition of the falling prices of agricultural products. Deputy Prime Minister Mom Ratchawongpiriyathon Tebogun has affirmed that the country has not entered a period of deflation. The Deputy Prime Minister revealed that he has closely monitored the negative inflation rate along with officials from the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Thailand, and the Office of the National Economic and Social Development Board. He blamed the negative figure on the fall in global oil prices, which has also affected the value of precious metals. The Deputy Prime Minister also attributed the baht's appreciation to the global economic slowdown, coupled with a drop in the prices of agricultural products. However, Mom Ratchawongpiriyathon did not conclude that the country has officially entered a period of deflation. He claimed that the deflation would have to continue for another 5 to 6 months in order to establish a trend. The National Reform Council will invite 74 political parties as well as academics and professors to a seminar on May 15th to discuss revisions to the draft constitution as well as opinions towards holding a public referendum. Chairman of the NRC, or National Reform Council's Political Reform Committee, Professor Sombat Thamrong Thanyawong, said the seminar's aim is to gather well-rounded input from a variety of sources. It is also aimed at demonstrating that the proposals the NRC will submit to the charter drafters have been vetted by the professionals attending the seminar. Professor Sombat was also in support of a public referendum on the new charter, as it would help legitimize the new charter and help foster national unity. The Thai government is hosting the Global Health Security Agenda, or GHSA, meeting on steps towards regional strategic collaboration in Asia-Pacific on workforce development, national laboratory system strengthening, and antimicrobial resistance prevention to respond to global challenges from the 6th to the 8th of May of 2015 in Bangkok. The meeting was opened by Public Health Minister Ratchatat Nawin, with over 200 participants from 24 Asia-Pacific member countries and various international organizations, including the WHO, the U.S. CDC, USAID, FAO, and OIE. Hosting the event are 5 Thai ministries, namely Public Health, Interior, Foreign Affairs, Defense, and Agriculture and Cooperatives. Mr. Ratchatat said that health problems are threats to social and economic development in every country. Ebola is the best example of such a threat. This has prompted the WHO and all of its member countries to jointly push forward a safe world and global health security. The Tourism Authority of Thailand has launched a new project to allow Chinese tourists to vote for their favorite destinations in the Land of Smiles. Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, Deputy Governor Jatuporn Rung Ronasa, officially opened the Best of Thailand Awards voted by Chinese Tourist Project, which has been designed to attract more travelers from Asia's #1 economy to Thailand. The project has also been initiated to be a public relations or PR engine for Thailand's tourist destinations, popular among Chinese holidaymakers. The TAT joined hands with allies within the tourism industry and operators of famous social online services in China to introduce this new initiative. Project participants can vote for tourist spots and service establishments which are on the top of many Chinese search engines. These places are places such as hospitals, airlines, accommodations, and restaurants. And that's it for this edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before our quick break, here's a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The second core value, being honest, sacrificing, showing restraint and determinations in doing good for the majority.
Even if we don't see them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service operated by the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, is designed to bring the most reliable information about Thailand to the international community. NBT World is available on various platforms, including via C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ Channel 202, PSI Channel 272, and a live stream on thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. You can also follow us on facebook.com/NNT News or download the PRD News EN application on your smartphones. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Office of Industrial Economics is urging Thai fashion business operators to expand into neighboring countries. Director of the Office of Industrial Economics, or OIE, Udom Wongwiwatchai, said that Thailand's small and medium enterprises, or SME operators from textile, apparel, and jewelry businesses could relocate their production bases to neighboring countries such as Cambodia and Laos. Mr. Udom said that both countries are viable alternatives because they are still eligible for the Generalized System of Preferences, or GSP, provided by the EU for developing countries. He added that Cambodia and Laos also have labor forces with relatively low wages to accommodate Thai business operators, while their geographical locations are conveniently connected with Thailand. The OIE director noted that a large number of SME operators still do not feel confident about moving out of the country due to the lack of knowledge and capital. And elsewhere in the world, Britain's political leaders made their last direct appeal to voters on Wednesday as campaigning in Britain's most unpredictable election in a generation entered its final day, with the two main parties level in most polls and neither on track to command a majority in the parliament of the world's fifth largest economy. Despite 5 weeks of campaigning, neither Prime Minister David Cameron's Conservative Party nor Ed Miliband's opposition Labour has a clear lead, teeing up a potentially messy and uncertain outcome after Thursday's vote. The stakes are high because of a rare confluence of factors, which mean Britain's future in the European Union, as well as its national cohesion, could hinge on the result. Cameron has promised to hold a referendum on whether to stay in or quit the EU if he returns to power. Polls also suggest Scottish nationalists could emerge as the third largest party, despite losing a plebiscite last year on whether Scotland should break away from the United Kingdom. Mexican security forces rescued 103 migrants, the majority of whom are from Central America and included children, and who were being held captive in a house on the outskirts of Mexico City. The migrants, most of whom were from Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, but also included people from India, were found in the municipality of Axapusco. 5 men, 3 Guatemalans and 2 Hondurans, were arrested during the operation, while the rescued migrants were taken away to a migration office on board police trucks. Local media reported the migrants had been held against their will for up to 35 days before being rescued. One migrant, who managed to escape, alerted the authorities. No further details were released regarding when or where the migrants had been kidnapped. And that is it for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, then feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and do check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. We're taking leave of you today with footage of a Brazilian hairdresser who etches famous portraits like Neymar onto the heads of his clients. I'm Sandra Hanut Saha from Newsline. Have a spectacular day. Swadee ka.